Peekaboo, I see you. Alright, I know you're watching, I know you're on. Welcome to Learning with Teacher M, and this video will go through for you, like a worksheet form, the 2024 grade 3 mathematics diagnostic test. Alright, so if you're looking for some PDF download of that year, then you can reach out to me. This one is also considered as a PEP prep because you're really preparing for PEP from your in grade 3. So you can see it as a PEP practice. All right, PEP practice. So let's go. We'll go over addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We're looking at fraction. We're also looking at telling the time. You can call it clockwork. We look at fraction families. There are so many things that come on these papers that you have to cover. Many concepts are on the papers. All right, so you pay keen attention, you watch the videos, and remember that you can do it. Yes, all of you can do it. So let's go. Number one, I'm seeing a repeat. Number one, starting out is a repeat. Look at the number given in the box below. Use it to answer items 1 to 3. Which of the following is the number written in words? So you're looking for a 1000 starting out. 1000, so it's going to be between A and B because both of them start out with 1000. Then no 100, so let's see. B says 1700, so it can't be, A says 1700, but in this there's no 100, so it's going to be B. Gonna be B. All right, hold on. Oh, no, cancel. Let's get back. So the answer is going to be at B. The answer is B. 1000, no 176. Moving on to number 2. Which or what is the value of the 0 in the number? We know it's hundreds because it never gave you any hundreds, but let's set it out. It's 1000. So we have ones, tens, hundred, and thousand. So in it, I think we have 76, no 100, and 1000. So it's 0 hundreds. Moving on to number 3. What is the number rounded to the nearest 10? So again, if you're looking at the nearest 10, which digit is in the tens column? It's the 7. So if we were to put our tens on one table over this, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand. All right. So the digit in the tens column is the 7. Now remember, 5 is our mark. If that digit is 5 or more, then we're moving up to the next 10. All right. If it's less than 5, it remains or go down depending on what you're doing. So because 7 is more than 5, it's gonna be 8. So let's see if they have a 80, if that's what they're looking at. So 76 is really closer to being 80 than it is to being 70. All right. Let's go and see number 3. The answer is B. 1080. Good job. Let's go over to number 4. Which number is between 3,425 and 3,436? So you're really looking at the difference, or that number that would fall between 25 and 36, because both of them have 3,400. So after 25, which would be that number that comes before 36? It's going to be C. Because after 25, you'll have 32 before 36. 21 is before 25, so it can't be B. All right? And 38 is greater than 36, but it must be between 25 and 36. Good job. I hope you're understanding. Number 5. Which number represents fifth? Fifth at B. This is just saying 5. This is saying 1/5, but this here at B is saying fifth. All right? Moving on to 6. There are 10 circles. This one is a big R. And you know what the R is? Repeat. There are 10 circles in a box below. What fraction of the circles is shaded? So it tells us that there are 10. So let's set out. There are 10. What fraction shaded is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 is the same as a half. All right? 5 into itself 1. 5 into 10 is 2. A half. Or you can just look at it and see that a half of the set is shaded. It's eye work for this one. You can work this one with your eyes. That's at A. Moving on to number, this one I think is a repeat. I think I can safely put an R on this one. All right, what letter represents 170 on the number line? Yeah, it's a repeat. 170. So if 150 is here, which letter represents 170? Boys, I'm waiting on you for this one. Or is ladies before gentlemen? Girls, go ahead. Which is 170? Oh, good. It's going to be Q, of course. Can't be anything else. Moving on to number 8. The cards below are number cards in order from 1 to 10. Use the cards to answer questions 8 and 9. Which of the following could be said about all the cards that do not have the stars on them, or have the star? So let's look at the one without the stars. We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. What could be said about these numbers? They don't have the star on them. A says they are even numbers from 1 to 10. What are even numbers? Even numbers end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So that's not true. B says they are odd numbers from 1 to 10. And C says they are counting numbers from 1 to 10. Girls, no, it's boys, because the girls went first. Boys, this one is for you. All those numbers without the stars, what are they? Odd numbers. Very good. Every other number. All right. Let's look at this one. See some people here looking like our nation. All right. There. So 3 sets of children are shown below. Use them to answer questions 11 to 13. So you have set 1. Let's count up. We don't know what they're going to ask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 children in set 1. Let's look at set 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in set 2. Let's look at set 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in set 3. All right, let's see what they're going to ask us. Number 11. Which set has the least number of children? Because we did the counting, we know it's set 3. 12. Which set has an even number of children? It's also set 3 because it has 4, and 4 is an even number. Can't be divided without leaving a remainder when you use 2. All right, which 2 sets have the same? We know it's 1 and 2 because we did our counting before. So A says set 1 and set 2. So that helped us just by counting them before. Number 14. Which of the following is listed in ascending? So ascending meaning we're going up, or we're going from the lowest to the highest, or the greatest, smallest to the biggest, least to the greatest. That's ascending, going up. So we're looking at 300 for all of them. So we're going to use the tens column to determine, all right? So we're looking at the tens column, which would be 6, 5, and 5. So from the least, we see that 5 and 5 are together with this one. So we're going to use the ones column now. We know that the first number must be 361. And if you find a 361, then you don't need to go any further because it starts out with 361. We don't really need to work with the tens, all right? So just, hold on, let me put it back. So just by looking at, we know that they're all 300, so we can't use the hundreds to determine. So we use the tens, which is 6 and 5, and we know that 6 is greater than 5, so 60 is bigger than 50. So we know that it must begins with 360 something starting out, and that's at A. Don't need to really figure out anything else. Moving on, it says a coin is shown below. Use it to answer questions 15 and 16. What money is this? You know this money. I know you guys don't want the money here to carry to school, but you should know it. You get it back for change. What is this money? It is a $20 coin. Good job. 16. Which of the following has a value equal to the coin above? So if this is $20, these are all $10. These 2 are 5 at B, and the ones at C are $1. So which 2 of these will make 20? 2 tens are 20. 2 $10 in a $20. You must know your tables. Good job. Moving on to over here, 17. Look at the information given in the oval below. Use it to answer question 17. So here we have the oval. 4 is less than that blue box. Which number could replace the blue box? So A says 4 is less than 3. We know that is true. Don't even need to go anywhere else. 4 is less than 3. Whatever else they're coming with must be greater, because they're not going to put two correct answers. So 4 is equal to 4, that is B, and 4, what am I saying here? And I'm wrong, you know, guys. This is a tired wrongness. Is there such a term as tired wrongness? This is a phrase. Put it in your dictionary. Tired wrongness. All right. 4 is less than 5. Not less than 3. Less than 5. So let's go. 4 is less than 5. So the answer is at C. 4 is greater than 3. 4 is equal to 4. But it's less than 5, which is C. 18. Which of the following represents 5 quarters. 5 quarters, which is 5 over 4. A quarter, denominator is 4, so 5 quarters is 5 over 4. All right? Moving on to this one. The chocolate bar is shown below. A chocolate bar is shown below. The portions of the chocolate bars eaten by Bev, Roy, and Pat are also given. Use the information to answer question 19. So we see where Roy, Bev, and Pat would have eaten some. Bev ate a quarter, Roy a half, and Pat ate 1/6. So let's look at what so maybe we need to put it. So let's say this is Bev. If we put it in 4, this is Bev. All right. If we put it in halves, so let's use another color for the half. So let's say we put it in half. Hold on. Come on, pen tool. Let's put it in half. And if we cut it in half, let's call over here. So who eats a half again? Roy. And now it says Bev eats 1/6. So we would have to now also put it in sixth. Can we divide this up into 6 without disrupting that? Let's see which other way we can do it. Let's look at the question first. First thing is to do that, to see what they ask, whether we really need to be doing that. Who ate the largest portion? Remember what we said, that if you were to divide, so let's use something else to show you. If you were to put, let's use these. Let's call them the same size. So each of them is the chocolate cake. Bev ate a quarter, so we divide in Bev's own into 4, that's Bev's. Roy ate a half is coming down here, this is Roy. This one ate 1/6, so we're putting it into 6, which is a half right here. This is not really half, but we're following this line coming down. Alright, so a half, cut it into 3, cut it into 3. She ate one of the 6 piece. Who ate, did it say the least or the greatest? Who ate the largest portion? It's gonna be Roy. Get it? Remember, the bigger the denominator, if the numerators are the same, the bigger the denominator will make it smaller, because you're dividing it up among more people or in more parts. All right, so number 19, who ate the most would be Roy. Mr. Greedy Roy ate a half of the cake. Let's look at, it says the diagram below shows 4 children standing in a line for ice cream. Do you love ice cream? Do you like ice cream? Do you eat ice cream? How often do you eat ice cream? How do you behave when you don't get ice cream? Do you throw a tantrum? Do you quarrel? Do you cry? Do you pout up your mouth, and do you just decide you're not going to do anything in the house? How do you behave when you want ice cream and you don't get ice cream? All right, so here are the children standing in line for ice cream, and we're going to use this picture here to answer question 20. So here they are. We have Mr. Troy, Rita, Jay, KD standing in line for the ice cream. So the happy faces telling you that they love ice cream. Say, I love ice cream. All right, Rita left the line. So Rita is no longer in the line. Rita gone. All right, maybe change her mind on the ice cream, or maybe her mommy called her. Gone out of the line. Let's continue. Who is now second in line? It's going to be Jay, because Rita is not there. So you're going to have first, Roy being first, Jay being second, KD being third. All right, so let's see. It's going to be J at A, J-A, as in Jamaica, J-A. Number 21. Diagrams ST and U are shown below. I know this is a repeat. I remember seeing this somewhere. Use them to answer questions 20 and 21. How many parts of diagram S are unshaded? So sometimes you're looking for shaded. Read properly. Unshaded, not shaded. Diagram S. So how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many parts are not shaded? It's 4 parts that are left white. So let's look at the answer 4 at B. Let's look at 22. Which diagram represents 6 out of 8 shaded? So this time you're looking for the shaded portion, all right? Which diagram represents 6 out of 8? So let's look at diagram T. Where's my pen tool? Diagram T, let's put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's diagram T. Don't need to check U. Diagram T is at B. All right. 23. Which number sentence can be used to check the answer to 4 times 5 equals 20? What can we use to check for this? 4 5s are 20. Would we say 20 divided by 4? That is at A. B says it's 5 divided by 4. And C says it's 5 divided by 20. The answer is A. Because 20 into 4 into 20 will give you 5. 5 fours, 20. Moving on to 24. Guys, by now you should be a subscriber. So you should have subscribed, should have made a comment already, you should have liked the video, you should have shared or called somebody to watch. Alright, again, you're watching Learning with Teacher M, and this is a 2024 Grade 3 Mathematics Diagnostic Test, preparing you for your exam. So it's like a worksheet, it's a walkthrough, concept overview, it's a how-to video, how to pass your exam, how to solve the maths problem, right? How to do multiplication, how to do addition, how to do subtraction at grade 3, how to do division for grade 3, you can call it any of these, how to solve fraction problems at grade 3, how to tell the time, all right, how to do clockwork. So it's like a how-to video. Number 24. What is the result of the following? You have, let's go ahead, we can work it right here. 6 plus 3 is 9. Let's look if we have any answer ending in 9. All three of them. Oh, Mr. Diagnostic, what's your problem? Why you put all three in 9, causing us to work all the way now? 6 plus 4 is 10. Remain, rename. 0 remain, 1 rename. Let's look if we have any ending in 0, 9. Oh Lord, B and C, still have to go further. 5 plus 1 is 6. Let's see if we have a 609 anywhere. And that's at B. You know why they have 509 here? Because they know some children are going to just put on the 5 without adding the one that they rename. Remember to add what you've renamed, alright? 25. Which of the following will give a difference of 640? So if you want to know what is going to have this being your answer, A says it's 910 minus 270. You can go ahead and work them out to see if you get 640, or you can simply add the answer over here, these parts, to 640. Let's add 270 first. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 and 4, 11. Alright. And bring the 1. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So already it's at A. That's one way you can do it. Or you can go ahead and set out your 910, and you take away your 270. Alright. Moving on. Remember, once you've come up on your answer, grab and go. You grab and run. Which of the following is closest to the sum of 498 and 510? So closest is like an estimate. 498 is almost 500, right? And 501 is still basically 500. So it's going to be A, 500 plus 500. Moving on to, where are we? This is where this paper ends? Are we at 60 already? Oh, because I'm wondering. Alright, 27. Which of the following represents the result of 15 divided by 3? So which one is showing you 15 into groups of 3? And already we're seeing that it's B, 15 divided by 3. 28. Which of the following gives the same result as 8 times 6? It's just the reverse. 6 times 8 will be the same. 6 8 is 48. 8 6 is 48. So 6 times 8 is the same as 8 times 6. Good job. 29. Which number is 1 less than 357? Taking away 1 from that. Easy, guys. We left with 356. Alright. Let's look at number 30. Can we do number 30? Is it right here or not? Alright, let's see. Oh, it's over here. Remember how this paper is set up. Ah, some nice children here. Look at the children below doing different activities. Use it to answer questions 30 and 31. Different activities being done, right? Can you identify any of these activities? Let's zoom up and look. What is this one doing? What's the boy doing here? This one. Can we number them just in case? Alright, let's see the questions first. Which of the following would result in the number of children shown? A says it is 4 times 3, so it's like working it as a grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 going across. And how many coming down? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 times 3. Yeah. 4 times 3 is 12. So it's A. 4 times 3. 4 times 3. Alright. 31. Which number is half the number of children? 4 threes are 12. So what's a half of 12? 2 what gives you 12? You put in this set into groups of 2's. So you could say how many groups of 2's you have. That would give you a half. You could do it in different ways, because a half is 2, so you can put it into groups of 2 and say how many groups do you have. That is still going to give you your answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if you know a half, 2 what gives you 12, that's 2. 6 is 12. And if you also know that a half of 12 is 6, you're still going to get 6. And if you put down 12 and just put it into 2 groups, you should get 6. Moving on to, this is a repeat. This one is a big R. Repeat. Alright? So it says use the boxes M and N. So box M and N, here they give us a little thingy about them. Box N can hold 4 books of the same size. Box M can hold 2 times the number of books that box N can hold. So if box N, that is, if box N can hold 4, means that box M will be 2 times 4, which is 8. So let's see what they're asking us, because it says box M can hold 2 times the number of books that box N can hold. Let's see. How many of the books of the same size can box M hold? And we did put that as 8 because it's 2 times what N can hold, and N can hold 4. 33. What is the total number of books that can hold in both, box N and box N combined? So one is going to hold 4 and one is going to hold 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So it's A. 12 will be for both of them. Let's look at 34. Alex has 31 toy cars to share with his 2 friends. Use this information to answer items or questions 34 and 35. So yes, 31 toy cars. Alex has decided to keep 7 of the toys. Alright, so you're going to take out 7 from 31. So let's go 7 from 10. You're left with 3. So that 21 plus the 3 is going to be 24. You might be asking me how I did that. So you have 31. So I'm just taking out 10 from the 31 and you'll be left with 21. From that 10 you take out 7, you'll have 3. Add that 3 to 21, you'll have 24. Or if you want to set it out like this and do your division, your subtraction, you're free to do that. Alright, take away your 7 from 31. So we know he's going to have 24 marbles to share. How many I say marbles. How many toy cars will Alex now have to share with his friends? It's 24 when he takes his 7 out. Alex will share the toy cars equally between his 2 friends. What is the total number of cars or toy cars each of his friends will get? 2 what gives you 24? Or 2 into 24 goes how many times? You must know your tables. 2 12s are 24. So each friend will get 12 of the toy cars. For 36, the number sentence below was used to solve a problem. Use it to answer question 36. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Which is the same thing as saying 9 is equal to 9. 9 equals 9. Which problem could the number sentence have been used to solve? Ted has 6 pencils. He buys 3 more. How many pencils does he now have? B says Ted had 6 pencils for each of his 3 friends. How many pencils did he buy in all? 3 6s are 18. C says Ted had 6 pencils. He gives away 3 of them. How many pencils does he have in all? The answer is at A. Ted had 6 and he buys 3 more. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 equals 9. 37. Which item is sold by the dozen? Do you buy a dozen melon, or you buy slices of melon and a half a melon, right? Do you buy a dozen pineapple, or is it oranges that sold by the dozen? It's oranges. Alright, people don't generally buy a dozen pine other than if you're really a vendor, and pine is most times sold by the pound, or they peel and cut and sell it by the bag. But for sure we know oranges are sold by the dozen. Let's move on to number 38. This one is a repeat. It says which set represents a half of a dozen. This one is a repeat. A half of 12, 12 makes a dozen, so a half of 12 is 6, which is at C. A half of means to multiply 12. 2 into 12, 1. 2 into 12 goes 6. 6 ones is 6 over 1. Any number over 1 is that same number, which is 6. You can also put them down and put it into groups. 39. Which of the following is longer than 1 meter? A says it's 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 kilo. When you hear kilo, we're thinking 1,000. Alright? We know it's 1,000, which is 1 kilometer. Alright? Moving on to children again. Don't want to just do this up top. Oh, is this a part of it? Alright, the picture below shows 3 children and their dates of birth. Use it to answer questions 40 and 41. So we're seeing they've named the children. Shelly is born August 2015, that is. Kayla is born October 2014 and Troy is born May 2016. Who is the oldest of them all? So which will come first? Who was born first? Is it 2014, 2015 or 2016? it's gonna be 14. 14 comes before 15 and 16. All right, so it's Kayla. Kayla is at B. Number 41. How old was Shelly, or how old would Shelly be in 2024? So she is at 15, then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's going to be 9, all right? But you could also do it another way. You could just say 15 from 24, and then you would get your answer just the same, because that's asking about her age in 24. Moving on to 42. Which clock shows 20 minutes to 4? 2 to 4. 20 minutes to 4. This one is showing past 4. B is showing to 4, but it's 5, because remember this one is 5. 10 on the 2 side, 15. So this is showing 5 minutes to 4. Hence the answer is C. 20 minutes to 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So which is showing, is it 20 or 25 minutes? 25 minutes to 4 is at C. Guys, I'm getting, this is a repeat, just a different animal they've put in there. This is the third paper with this question, but they've put 3 different animals. All right, so let's see what it says. A diagram shows or represents one picture in a large frame. Use it to answer question 43. How many pictures of the same size can the frame or fit in the entire frame? We know what this is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each is taking up 9 slots. It's a 3 by 3. All right. This one gives a bigger picture though, which means another 3 would be here, another 3 and this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You could also say it's a 3 by 3 frame. 3 by 3. All right. 3 3s are 9. So the answer, what am I doing? Hold on. How many pictures of the same? 3 by 2 is 6. Guys, I'm tired. This is about 4 papers for the day. I'm recording. I'm trying to get them all out for you, so I'm pretty tired. My brain is waxed. All right? Because I'm doing other stuff. So understand the silly mistakes I'm making. Alex painted this is a repeat. Big repeat. Alex painted 1 meter of sidewalk in yellow and white strips in equal length as shown below. Use it to answer question 44. There are 5 yellow strips. What is the length of 1 yellow strip? All right, and they're giving you it in centimeters. So you now have to know how many centimeters make a meter, because it says this is 1 meter. So this is like a meter rule, which means that it's going to be what? Guys, this one is for you. And it's all the people who were born in September. And I'm going to tell you why I say September. All the people born in September, 44 is for you. Can we go? It's going to be 10. Because 100 centimeters make a meter. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's really representing 100 centimeters. So each would be 10. Alright? Some of these things I just have to remember. A picture, this is a repeat item. This is a repeat, a big R. I think this comes on the 2019 paper. A picture of a leaf and an apple is drawn on a grid below. Each square has an area of 1 square unit. Use it to answer items 45 to 46. Let's go. What is the area of the apple? Remember, area is length times width. So we're going to see how many squares. So if it looks like more than a half of square, you count it as 1. All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3. This can be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This could be 16. I'm not sure how much of the leaf part. All right, see right here, 15. All right, let's see the numbers they have. So let's call it 16. I would say it's about 16 square units, other than if we're going to be adding up these. To say this plus this could be 117, and this plus this could give you 18. So it's about, but they're not asking you of about. So guys, it's going to be either B or A for this one. I think based on how the question is structured. What is the area? Which means that how many squares this is taken up by. And if you're doing the flat as you count exactly, it will be 16. But if you're going to put these together to amount of square, I would think 19. Alright, so I'm going to put AB for that one. It can't be 30 though. So again, it depends on what they're expecting to be done with this one. Moving on to the next one, 46. About how much more space does the apple take up than the leaf? Alright, so let's look at the leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6, 7, 8. Call this 9. This would be 10. This and this together could be 11. So let's say we're working with 11 and 19. So about 7 more. Alright, call that B. Guys, if you get that one wrong in the exam, you can't fail it. Alright? But moving on. The length and width of a door not drawn to scale, meaning no, it's not really a full door, no 5 centimeter by 7 centimeter door, alright, is shown below. Use it to answer item 47. What is the perimeter of the door? Remember, perimeter means you're adding up all the sides, the distance around the shape. So 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 and 5 is 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. You have to know your numbers, you know, guys. You have to know that. C. Running fast, teacher M going through fast here. A shoe was placed above a ruler as shown in the box below. Use it to answer question 48. So here we have the shoe. No doubt they're going to ask you the measurement of the shoe. So let's cut it out from now. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's see. What is the length of the shoe? 4 centimeters. Because I thought the paper was finished. All right. Let's look. A bag with some flour and a watermelon as well as the weight of each is shown below. Use the information to answer 49. So we have 2 grams being the flour and a kilogram being the watermelon. Which is true about the weight of the flour and the watermelon. So now you need to know how many grams make a kilogram. It's 1,000 gram equal 1 kg. Alright? So let's go. It says 4 watermelon. Not 4. Guys, I'm down to it, you know. Tell you how my brain is tired now. This is my 4th paper. So it says flour is equal to watermelon. So it's saying 2,000 gram is equal to 1 kg. That's not the case. Flour is less than watermelon. Because 2,000 is not less than 1,000. B says flour is greater, which is true. 2,000 is more than 1,000. Moving on to 50. Which of the following represents a line? Alright, so this one comes over and over, but it's the first time I'm seeing them asking about a line. I've seen them asking about a ray several times, and I've seen them asking about a line segment once. I think it's on the 2022 paper. This one asks about a line. Remember, a line continues endlessly in both directions. It can be turned anyway, but it continues in both directions. It's at B. A ray is at A, starts at a point, continues endlessly in one direction. Line segment is at C, it's just a piece of a line. Alright? Moving on to number, do I go across? Where are we? 50. Based on how they set these papers out, they get lost on them sometimes. Alright, so let's look at 51. And it says here, which is likely to be the temperature on a thermometer on the day shown in the picture below. So look at these people. They might eat what they're eating. Popsicle, you see the boiling sun above, you see the rays, which is the heat of the sun coming down. And these are the thing at the side is telling you that they're exhausted, hot and sweaty. Alright? Let's see. It's going to be 35 degrees Celsius. Which diagram represents a closed path? Lock up. When you hear closed path, think of lock up. It's at C. Let's look at, this one is a repeat. Some matchsticks are shown below. Some of these matchsticks were used to make a triangle. So if you're making a triangle from some of these, it's going to be that you use 1, 2, 3 because a triangle has 3 sides. Alright? Second point, each matchstick represented one side of the triangle, which is what we have here. Use this information to answer 53. How many matchsticks would be needed to make 4 triangles? So if 3 makes 1, 4 threes would be 12. You need to know your tables, guys. 1 is used up by 3, then to make 4, you're going to need 12. Let's look at 54. This is a repeat item. A shape is shown below. Use it to answer item or questions 54 and 55. Which is true about the shape? A says it has 4 line segments. B says it has 4 equal angles. And C says it has 4 curved lines. C is not true. There's no curved lines there. B is not true. All the angles are not equal. A is true. It has 4 line segments. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to 55. How many angles greater than a right angle does the shape have? Let's go. So remember now that a right angle is going to open up past the L shape. So the perfect L shape would come somewhere here, right here, right here. You see that it bends, gone over, that's greater than 90. So it's 2. If you were to turn it this way, this one now, to get a right angle right up here, so you can see that this one is less. This angle is less because it's going in. This one is also less if you were to put a right angle here because it's gone in. So 2 of them are greater than a right angle. A. Moving on. The diagram below shows a spinner. It has 2 circles and 3 triangles on it. Use the spinner to answer question 56. So let's look at it. 2 circles, 3 squares or rectangle. What is the probability of the spinner stopping on a rectangle? So if we were to turn this arrow spinner here, how likely will it be that it's going to land on a rectangle? Do we have any rectangle? I mean triangle. What is it asking? Rectangle. Boy, I'm tired. Girls, I am tired. What's the probability of the spinner stopping on a rectangle? How many rectangles are there? 1, 2, 3 out of 5. So that's very likely that it's going to stop on a rectangle. Very likely. Can't be certain because it could stop on a circle. So that's not certainty that you're going to have it landing on a rectangle, but it's very likely, highly likely that it can stop on one of them. Moving on. Pam has been taking care of a plant. You know, this is a repeat without even going further. Pam has been taking care of a plant for the past 4 weeks. She measured the plant each week and recorded its height in the bar graph below. Use the graph to answer questions 57 and 58. Here we go. Read your graph title, bar graph showing Pam's plant height over 4 weeks. Right here is the height, down here is the week. So in week 1, we're seeing that it's right there. Let's zoom up and see some more. Looks like 3. In week 2, it's at 6. So from 3 to 6 is a 3 centimeter growth. In week 3, we're seeing it's at 8. So from 6 to 8, it's 2. And in week 4, we're seeing it at 10. So from 8 to 10, it's 2. All right. Let's look at what they're asking us. In which week did the plant measure 8 centimeters? And that is in week 3. So let's look at where week 3 is at. It's at B. Moving on. About how much centimeter did the plant grow each week? It's about 2 centimeters. Only once it went 3, and if you were to add the 3 plus the 2 groups of 2, that would be 7, and the number of weeks divided by that, it's about 2. Alright? Hold on, let me get this off. I'm tired, guys. We're almost there though, thank God. 59. The diagram below shows stickers used to answer. The diagram below shows stickers. Full stop. Use it to answer question 59. So this is a repeat. Can I put the big R? I remember this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus P equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 6 plus P equals 11. Let's look at what they're asking. Which of the following could be used to find the value of P? 11 minus 6, because if you take away the 11 from 6, you're going to find out what is to go here. So when you cross out 11, you should get 6 and 5, 11. And if you are to put 6 with the 5, if you are to add 5 and 6, you're going to get 11. All right, so it's at A. And we're now at 16. Guys, you're going to have to pay me for this. All right, this is hard work, a lot of work. My throat is tired. I'm tired. But I know it's going to help you, and it's also going to help me more than likely in the long run if I am consistent. All right, so it's win for win. Let's go. What value must K have in the number sentence below to make the sentence true? So let's do this side first. 14 and 3 is 17. So what will K need to be 17? 9 plus what give you 17? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. K must be 8. 9 and 8 is 17. 17 equals 17. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have come to the end, alright, of the 2024 Grade 3 Diagnostic Math Test, and you were watching Learning with Teacher M, where you'd have gotten some math skills, some strategies. We've gone through pep practice, alright. We've looked at addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fraction concepts. We've looked at measurement. We've looked at geometry. A whole lot of things, guys. We've looked at time, telling the time. We've looked at equivalent. We've looked at sets. A whole lot of concepts, grade 3 concepts based off of your curriculum, the objectives, all right? So it is to prepare you for your upcoming exams. And you have been watching Learning, Learning with Teacher M. Alright, until then, until our next video, I'm saying thank you for watching. Ensure you share, like, subscribe, comment, I think this is the last math video I'm going to do because your exams are coming up pretty close. I am going to be doing language arts next. So subscribe to the channel, go over and find the playlist. The language arts videos will also be placed in the playlist. Alright? So guys, until then, I thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Learning with Teacher M.